live to Giant Sports Talk Live, the 7th inning stretch. Join your hosts, Eric, Glenn, and Lou. Game days for the 7th inning stretch as we go live and close out the game with you, the fan. Your home for the best Giants post-game reaction, the morning report, and in-depth coverage of Major League Baseball on the Giant Sports Talk Live pregame show. And now, the 7th inning stretch.
Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to Giant Sports Talk Live. Here we're going live a little bit early, guys. Just a little bit early. I'm sacrificing watching the game because it's a damn good game to come on here live because it's close, guys. It's 0-0. We got two guys on at second and third with one out. Let's see if the Giants can come through, guys. All right, let me share this. Here we go. We got Bailey at the plate. We got Bailey at the plate. We got two men on. We had the same situation in the sixth inning, the bottom of the sixth. Had two guys on, two outs. Casey Schmidt strikes out, couldn't come through. We now have two men on, both second and third. Bailey is coming out with only one out, but the lineup's going to flip over. So if he can't get it done, maybe Willie Adames. We'll see. We'll see what happens. All right, there we go. The count is currently 1-2. Let me blow this up a little bit. Let me blow it. It's too much. I'm going to have to keep it right around there. All right. Can Bailey come through, guys? We'll see what happens. Hey, what's up, everyone? And glad you guys can join us here. I know there's probably not going to be a whole heck of a lot of people, but hey, it's fun to talk about this as the game is going. What's up, RJ? What's up, AK? What's up, Josh? Dude, I'll talk about it later. Yesterday was absolutely fantastic. Had an awesome day yesterday, and I'll fill you guys in more about yesterday. I know Glenn and Lou, they took it yesterday as I was driving back from the park yesterday, but my gosh. Oh, where we go? We got in play, runs. What is going to happen? Let me get to the big screen here. Here we go. Oh, what did it? No way. No way. It's a 3-run shot by Patrick Bailey. Holy shit. Let's go. Look at that. Man, this guy, I tell you what, man, we dog on him every single night, but he comes through with these big moments. Give me a minute, guys. Hold on. I'll be right back. Hold on. I got to go watch this. Give me a minute. Yo! Oh my God. How about that, guys? There we go. You know what? I'm going to take the credit. We went live while the game was close. We brought the mojo. We have no fear here at Giant Sports Talk Live, right? We have no fear. Let's go. What's up, Fosse? Dude, Fosse, where you been, dude? Haven't seen you in forever, man. I haven't seen you forever, Fosse. What's up, man? How about that, dude? He comes through in the big moments. I'll give him credit for that, right? I give him credit that he does that. He comes through in big moments. Unbelievable. We need that. We needed that. Come on, right? Let's go. Come on, man. Come on, let's go. Love this. Love it. What's up, Dilated? Thanks, Dilated. Appreciate you, man. Dude, this is awesome, man. I tell you what, yesterday was I'll talk about it later, though. Man, what a moment here. Here we go. Let's go up 3-zip. Let's go. Tyler Mahle went out there and pitched his ass off today. Needed that. And here we go. Now the lineup is picking it up. They were threatening all day today, right? I should say all night. They've been threatening all night. And now, look, the person we thought would not ever come through came through with a big swing at the bat. And right-handed, mind you, right-handed. Right-handed. My goodness, dude. That is something. Oh my God, dude. Oh, man. Joshua, he was due. Yeah. I knew once the starting pitchers come out, that's a different game. Yeah. Hey, Dodgers bullpen, it's different, right? RJ, right? RJ, I think you could speak to that. Your guys' bullpen isn't exactly lights out, right? That's a bit of a weakness that you guys have. Right. The team finally shows up for their April World Series. Hey, man. I'll take it. I'll take it, man. Now, not at the moment. Yeah, gotcha. I hear you. It's something you guys will address, I'm sure. Come on. I'm sure it's something you guys will address. It sucks that you guys had Diaz go out. Yes, Matthew. How about that, huh? How about that? Rewind it a few minutes ago. Rewind it a few minutes ago, and you'll see my reaction. What's up, Jerry? Oh, come on. Let's not do that. Aaron, come on, dude. You guys are killing me, man. Come on. Come on. So good. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. He need, right? Come on. If the Giants are going to do something here, we want to get everyone that can contribute to contribute. And he did today. Come on. Come on, man. And he does it against the Dodgers. Wasn't it against the Dodgers? Wasn't it? Didn't he walk it off against the Dodgers last year? Right? Wasn't it Giants Dodgers? Dude. Awesome. Ebert, retired number worthy. Come on. Oh, man, dude. I love it. Let's go. Okay, we got who's in there? Oh, okay. You got Caleb in there. Caleb Killian. Guy's been killing it. Let's see what he can do. Got to lock it down here, man. Got to lock it down. You're going to have the beef coming up here soon, right? After Rojas, you're going to have the beef coming up. You got to get through these guys. Got to get through them, man. Yeah, buddy, Matt. Absolutely, man. Yes, it is, Joe. 100%. 100%. It's fun, man. In play, no outs. That's not good. All right, what do we got here? We don't need runners on with Ohtani coming up. What do we got here? What do we got? We got base hit to left field, left center. Oh, come on, Caleb. You got this. This is where you got to earn your money, man. This isn't going to be easy. You got to navigate between Ohtani, Tucker, and Smith unless you can get a ground ball and get a double play here. Come on, dude. Come on, dude. Focus. Focus, Killian. Come on, man. Come on. Let's go. Here we go. Shohei Ohtani is coming up. He's had not much of a series at all. Not much of a series. He hasn't done anything. So I'll take it. I want it to continue. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Yes, Jerry, we'll talk about that. Mally had a fantastic outing tonight. Oh, what are you doing, man? Come on. Come on, man. Come on. Come on. Come on. You're talking about with the bat, JB. Pickoff attempt. All right, here we go. What do we got? What do we got? 1-1. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Counts 1-1. Caleb Killian to Ohtani. What do we got here? In play outs. Come on. Was it a ground ball? Let's see. Oh, please let it be a ground ball. Nope. High fly ball to left. Ramos is under it. Makes the catch. 1 out. Ohtani has been retired. Tucker, here we go. Let's go, Tucker. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, man. Come on. Come on. Yeah. Oh, dude. What's up? Glenn is he's in the park. We enjoyed the game yesterday, had a fantastic time, and the ballpark was live there. And I can't even imagine what it's like now, too, dude. I bet you people are freaking dancing in the hallways because, dude, this is awesome. Got a 3-run lead late in the game. Bullpen's got to lock it down, though. Bullpen's got to lock it down. All right, let's go. They challenged a previous call. What am I missing here? What am I missing? Are they? He's not challenging this pitch, is he? Come on, man. You're not challenging this pitch. You are. Why are you challenging this pitch? God, he stinks. I'm telling you, he stinks at challenging. He stinks. Come on. What are you doing, dude? Okay, he flew out. All right, we're good. We're good. Giants are out of challenges now. But we got 2 outs, so let's go. Come on. Will Smith, be careful. This guy can launch one. Come on, Killian. Come on, Killian. Come on. Elmore, you're right, dude. He's absolutely horrendous with his challenges. Horrendous. Come on, let's go. Here we go. Foul. All right, here we go. Quick 0-2 there. Got a called strike right down the middle and a foul ball. Let's go. I might be a little bit behind. I don't know. We'll see. If I am, forgive me. I'm just following the dots, guys. I'm right here with you. If you guys are following me on just the screen, you're seeing it just as quickly as I am. Come on, dude. Let's go. What's going on here, man? Still showing 0-2. Come on. Let's go. That's a good miss, though. I don't like where he's hanging. He's hanging that curveball, though, man. I want that curveball to be a little bit lower, man. You don't want to break in over the middle. Or I should say break high and then come over the middle of the plate. What's up, Tommy? Come on. Come on, Caleb. What's up, Daniel? Ooh, ball in the dirt. Now that's kind of where I want the knuckle curve. Not that. I don't want it bouncing. Sometimes you want to bounce it, but not at that time. Come on, let's go. Count is 2-2 to Will Smith. Got a runner at first base. Rojas. He led off the inning with a single. Hey, there we go. Grounds out to shortstop. There we go. Come on now. We're going to the last inning. I tell you what, something I want to talk about here while we wait for the Giants to come up to bat. The defense, guys. Come on. The defense has been fantastic tonight. Fantastic. Last night, it was fantastic. You got Arias making plays. You got Devers making plays. You got Adames making plays. You got Chapman making plays. Come on. The defense, the last two games have been fantastic. And to be honest with you, the defense overall has been pretty damn good. Man, I love it, dude. I love it. All right, let's do a little bit of a recap. Let's see what did Malley do. Malley went 7 innings, only gave up 3 hits, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts. I'll take it. Killian, 1 inning, only gave up 1 hit. I'll take it. Let's go. Man, I love this, man. Yes. Matthew, I'm all about it. I'm all about getting some extra runs. No doubt about it, dude. No doubt about it. Come on. No shakeoffs, Tommy? Maybe, yeah. He don't get me wrong. He knows how to call a game. It's just his challenges, man. Robert Rothberg, Pitching defense. You're forgetting one other thing, Robert. What's the third one, Robert? What's the third one, Robert? Man, I love it. I love it. Man. Let's go. Timely hits. Yes, there you go. Robert, you're tracking, buddy. You're tracking. Timely hits. That's a fact, Joe. That's a fact. All right, here we go. The do-ups. Chapman, Devers, and then who is it? Schmidt. Chapman, Devers, and Schmidt are our do-ups here in the top of the eighth. Count is 1-1. Who is now pitching? Hurt. Never heard of the guy. Who's hurt? His ERA is 4.5. All right. Chapman looks like he can't lay off the high heat. Come on, Chapman. Let's go. Yeah, I saw that, Robert. Yep. Devers had a good game today. Devers had a good game. Pulled one down the right field line for a double and then went the other way with a single earlier in the game. Yeah, I like it, man. I like it. And the ball that he hit going to opposite field was 99 miles an hour. All right, Matt Chapman is called out on strikes. That sucks. All right, here we go. What's up, Rosemont? Haven't seen you in a while. How's college been, man? Getting ready for the end of the term, aren't you? We're getting it done. That's a fact. Glenn, that's a fact. Dude, wins solve everything. I've said this a million times. Wins solves everything. Ooh, here we go. Swinging strike. Oh, here we go. Swinging strike. And then another swinging strike. He's going for the gusto. And he made, yes, Joe, and his defense was great today. Let's go. Yeah, I bet, Rose. Hey, man, got to take care of business, buddy. Right? Got to take care of business, man. Keep up the good work. All right, count is now 1-2 to Rafael Devers, who, again, is 2 for 2 tonight. And as Joe rightly mentioned, his defense has been pretty good tonight. Looks like he might have ground out. Let's see. What's the map show? Did he ground out? Looks like, oh, no. Holy craminy. It was just a high pop-up to left field. All right, 2 down. Now up comes Casey Schmidt. Casey Schmidt, what is he doing today? He is 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. He was not doing well against Shohei Ohtani. He was not doing it. That last strikeout was ugly, man. That slider was in the other's batter's box. But it's okay because the team picked him up the next inning. And we'll say Bailey did it by hitting that 3-run shot. So it's not as bad. It's not as bad. All right, here we go. Schmidt takes one outside. Counts 1-0. Oh, ball 2. All right. They're staying away from him, as you can see. And I've noticed that Ohtani was staying away from him a lot. Another one, and it's another out. Looks like, let's see what he got. Looks like, here we go. 3 more outs. And the Giants get the win, and they get a series win. A high fly ball to left field. Left field is underneath it. I think it's Hernandez. Makes the catch. Here we go. Top of the 9th we come. Top of the 9th, guys. Let's go. What the hell? Let's play the intro again. All right, let's go. 3 more outs, baby.
Coming live to Giant Sports Talk Live, the 7th inning stretch. Join your hosts, Eric, Glenn, and Lou. Game days for the 7th inning stretch as we go live and close out the game with you, the fan. Your home for the best Giants post-game reaction, the morning report, and in-depth coverage of Major League Baseball on the Giant Sports Talk Live pregame show. And now, the 7th inning stretch.
All right, there we go, guys. Let's do this. Come on, let's go. Let's get us pumped up for this hopefully the last half of the inning. Let's do this, man. Let's get it done. Who is going to come in on the 9th here? Glenn, maybe he could fill us in. He has a ringside seat at the wheel. I'm wondering who is coming out. It is Ryan Walker. We got a little concerned yesterday, guys. He came out of the bullpen. We weren't feeling it. Let's just say we weren't feeling it. But man, he came out and he absolutely shut the Dodgers down yesterday. He was great. Let's see if he can have a repeat performance. Let's go. Can Ryan Walker get the last 3 outs and get this win for the Giants? Come on. Come on. Come on, man. Let's get this done. It's not going to be easy. Got Freddie Freeman, Teoscar Hernandez, and Max Muncy as your do-ups. It will not be easy. Specifically, Freeman and Muncy. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Come on. I agree, Robert. 100%. All right. Ooh, here we go. Count is 1-1. What is he throwing here? He's sticking with the sinker. He did that last night. I don't think he threw one slider last night. I think it was all fastballs. Looks like he's doing the same right now. Let's see what happens. Again, counts 1-1 to Freddie Freeman. Ryan Walker is in to close it down for the Giants. Come on. Oh, this delay is killing me. Come on. Oh, here we go. What do we got? Oh, what is it? 2-2? It's 2-2. Still sticking with the fastball. All fastballs again. Ooh, come on. The two balls at the bottom of the zone were kind of close. Kind of. At least he's in area. Again, he's throwing all fastballs again. Let's see what he comes with here. Full count. Don't walk him, man. You don't want to give away free passes. Ooh, woo, wee, woo, 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 woo. Don't miss there, man. Come on. Don't miss there. God. Oh, my God. Come on, let's go. Let me take a swig. It's a fly ball to left field. Ramos is under it. Makes the catch. 1 out. 2 outs to go. Let's go. Come on. I'm going to take a look at this. Again, all fastballs. All fastballs. He is not going to the slider. Let's see what he does with Teoscar. Maybe we'll see the slider with Teoscar. We'll see. Whoo-wee! Whoo-wee! All right, Lou just showed up. Hey, what's up, Lou, man? What's going on?
Hey, what's up? How are you? Sorry, I forgot about the
Okay.
So into the game.
Hey, no, I can't blame you. I'm taking one for the team right now to do because I'd much rather be watching. Honestly, I'd much rather be watching. There's a slider, and it was in. I see why he probably isn't throwing it much. That thing was way out there. Another sinker, low in the zone.
Eric, you bring up a great point. Last night, not one slider. It was all
not
fastballs.
one slider.
Yep.
All All freaking fastballs. Let's go. Come on. Come on, let's go. In playouts. That's what I like to see. All right, where did this go? Was it a ground ball? Was it a fly ball? Was it a line shot? It's a high fly ball deep to center field. Drew is back at the wall, makes the catch. Oh, my God. Oh, my. How that looked like it went deep. How deep did it go, Luke? Can you tell? Or you haven't seen it yet? Oh, you're muted. You're muted.
I'm going with you. I don't want to say
Okay,
anything or do anything. So
dial in. It said warning track. All right, here goes Max Muncy. You got to be careful with Muncy, man. Here we go. Let's go. Come on now. Zach coming in with beat LA. I'll put it up there. Let's go. Dude, it was, I tell you what, the ballpark was absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible last night there, Lou. I know you guys talk about it. I'll talk about it a little bit later. I know you guys talked about it last night. Man, it was fun. All right, here we go. It is 2-0 to Max Muncy. He wants nothing to do with the guy. Can't blame him. First one was a slider. He tried to backdoor that slider. Oh, look at that. He wants nothing to do with Max Muncy. Dude, either pitch to the guy or just freaking walk him and then go to Pajes. But Pajes has got a hot bat. If you look at his numbers there, batting .357 with a .992 OPS. He ain't going to be easy. And you really don't want to have to put guys on if you don't have to. All right, let's see what happens here. Come on, man. There he goes. He walked. All right. Come on now. That walker. Focus, buddy. Don't let that walk mess with you. Don't let it get in your head. If that was your intention the whole time, okay, that's fine. If it wasn't, well, just don't worry about it and get after this next batter. Don't worry about Muncy.
It doesn't matter about pages.
That is game. Andy Pajes grounds out to Ryan Walker, who throws it on to Rafi Devers. And there we go. Giants get a series win. Holy moly, man. How about that? And as Zach says, the Giants win. Let's go. All right, Lou. Let's get the show on the road, shall we? All right? Let's do this.
Let's do it.
Here we go.
And now, Giant Sports Talk Live. Here are your hosts, Eric and Glenn.
We're talking Giants every day. From McCovey Cove to the Oracle Park lights, Eric and Glenn keep the fire burning bright, fighting for the glory, no matter what it costs us, breaking down the moments from the wins to the losses. Giant Sports Talk, we're here for the ride. Eric and Glenn with the fan base pride, talking dreams, will they contend? But we'll back the Giants till the very end. Let's go, Giants! Yes, yes, yes! Oh! Eric and Glenn breaking it down, all Giants all the time.
All right, welcome to Giant Sports Talk Live. We've been going on here for a little while. We covered a little in-game coverage of the game since it was close. Got a chance to call a Bailey 3-run bomb. Giants win against the Dodgers 3-0. And Lou, over 2 games, the Giants have only allowed 1 run against the Los Angeles Dodgers. And with this win, it's a series win, Lou. Giants are now 11-13. They're coming back, baby. They're coming back. Hopefully they could keep going. Where the hell did his chat go? Where did your chat go? Come on. Where did it go? Did I already miss it? Holy criminy. There it is. Bat Talk. What's up, Bat Talk? Nice win. Can we say a little turnaround? 5 of the last 6, Lou. 5 of 6. And hey, I'll take it, man. I'll take it. Look, that last game in Cincinnati, they turned it around, and ever since then, they've been playing some really good baseball, Lou.
Yeah, and I think it's been a total team effort. It hasn't just been one guy. It's been each individual. I mean, tell you the truth, I was screaming at the TV tonight, what the hell is Tony V doing? You know, he's batting right-handed. What the hell are you doing? You know, you have a bench, use it. And then, of course, I had to eat my size 13 and a half shoes. And Bailey, of course, went deep. And it was a no-brainer. Went way deep, right? And, you know, it's amazing, Eric. You watch baseball, and you're going to see something new every day. Last night, there was a few things I've never seen tonight. Bailey with 1 RBI all season, batting from the right side, and he goes deep. Would have never thought it, but, you know, it's Giants, Dodgers baseball. Expect the unexpected.
Hey, it's the rivalry. It's awesome.
Things
it's
happen.
just it's awesome. Come on, man. JB says Giants are 4-1 against teams within the division. That's the way to get it started, right? Granted, you got to take care of business in with other teams as well, because it's not as important. I hate saying that, but because of the balanced schedule, right, Lou? You're not playing these division teams as much as you did in the past. But no, you still got to win them, right? And you're still showing guys in your own division, hey, we could take care of business. And Joe says Malley pitched his butt off tonight. What a turnaround, Lou.
He was
In
unbelievable.
in Cincinnati, he was terrible.
He pitched better than Ohtani, because, you know, they went toe to toe. It showed him that he can pitch in a big game. And I think the other thing that's really important that we really didn't speak about last night or tonight is they're actually doing something at home. You know, before tonight, they were, you know, before last night, they were 3-7 at home. You know, and I think Tony V, one of his speeches on the road is, we got to get the ballpark rocking. We got to get Oracle Park rocking, and we got to do something at home. And winning the first 2 games of this series is a huge step in the right direction. Hey, let's get greedy. You know, I know we go against Glasswell tomorrow, but let's see if we can get the sweep. You know, I mean, what would that do to come home, sweep the Dodgers? You know, and again, the other thing is you gain 3 games on them. You gain a game on San Diego tonight. You gained a game last night in Arizona. So, you know, really that's what you want. I think that was a great analogy, winning against teams in your own division, because the last couple of years we've been getting demolished, you know, and I think, you know, it's one of those things where, hey, these are all important now and throughout the year, but a great way to start the homestand. So let's keep it going. Let's get greedy. Let's see if we can bring out the brooms for tomorrow. You know, that place should be rocking.
Absolutely.
Day game tomorrow.
And Lou, to that point, right? You got our ace, right? I mean, Logan Webb is the club's ace. He needs to go out there and pitch an ace and like you said, get greedy and go for the sweep. Why not, man? Yep. The one game I was worried about was this specific game because of Tyler Malley. But he went out there and he pitched his ass off, man. He pitched his ass off, and he got the win. And Reed the Steed, what's up? He says, wins at home feel better. Ain't that the damn truth?
They're always better against the Dodgers.
They are. And you know what? Do I want to talk about? I'm going to talk about tomorrow a little bit later. Let's do a tail of the tape, Lou, and then we'll get more into this.
And now, today's Giants in Review on Giants Sports Talk Live.
Drive into center field.
Got him.
All right, there we go, guys. There we go. The final. A shutout, no less. Giants shut out the Los Angeles Dodgers. Where's BC? BC, where you at, dude? BC, where you at, dude? Anyways, hey, there's very few times I get the gloat, especially against the Dodgers. So BC, where are you, dude? Giants win 3-0. Dodgers are 16-8. Giants are now 11-13. Dodgers, no runs on 4 hits, no errors. San Francisco, 3 runs on 8 hits, no errors. The winner is Malley. Loser is Dreyer. The save goes to Walker. 2 of them back-to-back against the Dodgers. Good to see. Probably won't see him tomorrow, but who knows? Who knows? All right, let's look at the lineup. Adames, 0-4 with 2 strikeouts. Rise with a hit. Imagine that. He has a hit. Chapman with a hit as well and 2 strikeouts. Devers, 2 hits today. That was nice. Played some really good defense. And that's something we need to talk about too, Lou, later on here. Talk about the Giants defense. Schmidt was 0-4 today. Lee had a hit today. It was nice to see Lee in the lineup because yesterday we didn't know what the hell was going to happen. Right? I mean, he slid into home base. He did. I don't even know what the hell I don't even call it a slide. That was
an octopus pretzel. I mean, it was so bad. It looked like an octopus. He was everywhere, and he looked like a pretzel where his head was by his feet. It might have been one of the worst slides I've ever seen. Absolutely pathetic.
An octopus pretzel, guys. I mean, honestly, that's a great visual because it was just odd, dude. It was weird. Ramos had a 2. Look, Ramos has come alive, and I love it. I love it, man, because we need him. We need him in the lineup. We need everybody, but it's nice to see Ramos come out. Again, he 2 hits. Gilbert with no hits. Bailey with the big hit of the day. Big hit of the day. Again, he does this. He has these moments. You know, he'll have the entire season will be ass, but then he'll have 2 or 3 moments that just is part of the season. And I guess that's just baseball. It's baseball. Runners in scoring position, 1 for 3. They didn't have very many guys in running position. Look, Ohtani was fantastic. He was great, man. He got himself out of some jams, and hey, Ohtani was being Ohtani, so good on him. Malley again, 7 innings. 7 innings, you know, and that helped because the bullpen yesterday you had to go to quite a few arms, 4 arms yesterday, Lou, out of the bullpen. And today you only had to go to 2. And hey, I'll take it, man. He helped the bullpen. That's something that Logan Webb is notorious for. You know, he'll go deep. And what is it? And Malley, he only went 91 pitches, and that's good. That's good.
Yeah, and I thought what the big key is getting Ohtani out of there. You know, Ohtani was at 91 pitches. You could see he was completely different. Once they got Ohtani out of there and they bought in Dreyer, you figured, hey, the Giants have a chance. Yeah. Of course, Dreyer came in, you know, right off the bat. They got a couple guys on. I thought it was a very nice bunt by Drew Gilbert to give him a chance. And then, of course, Bailey going deep, right-handed too. Again, let's think about that. Here's a guy that is batting, 129. He goes to the right side where he hadn't got a hit all season, and he launches one. I mean, you got to remember Bailey for this season, and this is game 24, had 1 RBI, and now he got 3 tonight on 1 swing. It's amazing how baseball works.
1 swing. Yeah, I know. Absolutely incredible. Let's see. What's it? Oh, that's nice. I'm looking at some clips, but no, you're 100%. I mean, come on. This is huge. This is huge, man. To be able to go out there and put it to the Dodgers, because, you know, everyone's been talking about the Dodgers, you know, and I get it. It makes sense, right? They're an all-star team, and I see you, Jim, and I'm going to get to your super chat here. Shortly. Let me get rid of this. Before that, though, JB donates another $2. His first time to the LA Dodgers have been shut out this season. There you go. Courtesy of the San Francisco Giants. I'll take it. And someone else put in the chat, Shohei Ohtani's on-base streak is now over. And thank you, the Giants were able to take care of that. Let's go. Come on. That's what I'm talking about. Jim Thurkel donates $5. Thanks, Jim. People in here said we are playing an all-star team, which we are. And we are 2-0 against that all-star team. But and I'll say this. And I'll say this over and over until I'm blue in the face. And I don't care if you guys get tired of me saying it. This is what baseball does. You just can't. You can't. Right, Lou? You can't. You think you know what's going to happen, But baseball has a funny way of doing things. And it's awesome because you just never know, because you play so many games in a season that there's going to be times where you're going to be able to beat some really good teams. And it's great for the Giants because what I like about this, Lou, is because they've kind of turned a corner, so to speak, and they're playing much better baseball. Let's talk about this real quick. And this is where I want to allude to the defense. Lou, what'd you think of the defense tonight?
I thought tonight the right side played amazing. I thought Arias again played well, and I thought Devers. There was a pickoff where I don't know if Devers got picked off or they tried to pick off the player. It was such a tough throw, and he didn't make the error. And I think we give Devers sort of a tough time at first, but tonight he performed brilliantly. He made 2 great plays defensively. And, in a game that was 0-0, those are critical. It's one of those things. And Eric, before I forget, I want to talk more about the defense. This is why they play the games. The Dodgers, who had the best record in baseball at the time, go 4 games to Colorado, 3 against the Giants. Both teams on the bottom battling for the NL West. And the best the Dodgers can do right now is 3-4, possibly might go 2-5. That's why they play the games. And, it's one of those things where we were giving the Giants a tough time against Washington. It doesn't matter. In the major leagues, when you win on the road, you got to take it because every game counts the same in the standings. And, it's amazing how we always say flavor of the week. You got to remember when the Giants were in Baltimore, not playing well, which was literally almost only a week ago. It's amazing how everything can change in a blink of an eye, which is 1 week in baseball. The Giants were almost dead. People were upset. And now a week later, as one of the earlier people said, hey, 5-1 in their last 6 games. So, hey, it's great and it's fun. And that's why we do the show, because we never know what we're going to see. It's one of those things.
Exactly.
And again, I got to give the Giants credit. Even though we're not scoring, we are going against quality pitchers. And one of the big things about the Giants is we can't beat quality pitching. Well, so far we have 5 quality pitchers. We're 2-0. So It doesn't matter how you get the W. Doesn't matter how many runs. As long as you got 1 more than the other team, that equals a victory. And that's what it's all about.
Absolutely. And Jay, I alluded to this earlier. I mean, you got 2 games, 18 innings in, and you've only allowed 1 run. That's it. 1 run. And not only that, Jay, you've only allowed 7 hits. They had 3 hits yesterday and 4 hits today. So they're not getting hit. So the pitching is taking care of business. You had Landon Roop, who was just absolutely incredible yesterday. I'll tell you why. Look, was it a perfect game? No. That 4th inning, there was concern, right? Bases are loaded. Here comes Chapman with an absolute. He started the double play. Arias turns. Oh, dude, it was awesome. And then he comes out for the 5th, and it basically had a shutdown inning for the 5th, and that was his night. 100-something pitches. But he battled, and then the bullpen came in and absolutely helped him and shut it down. They didn't allow anything else to happen. I think. Well, did they even get? They might have got a hit. I can't remember.
Yeah, just 1 hit on the night. But no, I completely agree.
And
Eric,
it's you need that.
Yeah, and Eric, we talk about it would be great for Webb to come out tomorrow and pitch great, and we get the sweep. But that's why they play the games. Right now, as you guys all see, the best pitcher for the Giants is Roop. We keep talking about it, and what's nice is if you can get Roop, Ray, and Webb. Now we have something, where a lot of times early last year and during the offseason, we thought we maybe had 1.5 pitchers. If you can get 3 out of those 5, and usually the 2 others just show up occasionally, you're not going to have long losing streaks because these pitchers are going to keep you in. And, the Giants have sort of done whatever it takes to get the W's. And like I said, against the Dodgers, it almost counts as 2 wins. You know what I mean? You gain a game in the standings, but just overall confidence. Beating them is huge. So it's one of those things.
Exactly. Your friend Infante says, Tony V doing great job. Yeah, look, I have no complaints. The only thing I've been complaining about with him, if you want to call it, is just, his post-game presser type stuff. That's it. As far as managing the game, he's been doing great. He maybe had a couple of moments as far as, pinch hitting and such like that. But yeah, exactly. That's where I'm going. Look,
first year, he's got to be learning. The only way you learn is from mistakes.
I'm not even concerned.
Yeah.
I'm not. And look, yesterday he had a marvelous. I'm telling you, it was funny because I was sitting in the stands and Ibrahim was sitting next to me. And as I Gage better get this guy, because if he doesn't get this guy, they're going to bring in Miller because Shohei Ohtani,
which was a great move.
Lo and behold,
great move.
And that's exactly what he did. Gage walked the guy. And then what did Tony came right out of the bullpen? Boom, came right out of the dugout. I'm sorry. And I was like, he's going to Miller. He's going to go to the Ohtani killer because he absolutely owns Ohtani. Unfortunately, he laid out freaking Ohtani was trucking up the line and couldn't. It was a bang bang play, and unfortunately couldn't get it done. But that was a great move because that's what you do. And then boom, boom, he kept making the moves. And look, what he did yesterday as far as managing was fantastic.
I think why it was such a great move is you got to remember he bought in another lefty, but you have a guy that's proven it before. He has proven in big situations. And the other thing is, if you don't bring him in, why do you have him on the team?
Yep.
You got to do it in those crucial situations. Again, we were spoiled by Bochy, but I thought it was a phenomenal move. I spoke about that with Glenn last night. I thought it was a huge move, and it was a difference maker. Because Roop didn't have his great stuff. He battled. He battled for all 5 innings, but he still gave the Giants a chance to win. And, that happens. It was sort of like last night by Roop was sort of like a Webb start. He didn't have his best stuff, but he survived and he did whatever it takes to get 5 innings so he has a chance for the win. But, it's a huge win. And again, everyone's contributing right now, which is the key to this offense. Same thing with the bullpen. Everybody in the bullpen is coming through. So when you have baseball where, I love these seven runs, 14 hits. But when you only get 2 or 3 runs on 5 hits and they all count and they're from different players, that's what it's all about. That's what a team is about. It's a team, not individuals. And, right now, 5-1, hey, we'll take it, and we're moving up the ladder just a tad, but it's great. And, I want the broom. Let's get the broom. Bring out the broom for tomorrow.
I like it, man. And, hey, I see Prapa. I see you.
Yeah.
But before I get to your super chat, take a listen.
I drive to left. It is out of here.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about.
Not a cheapie at all.
Not a cheapie. Nope. Prapa donates $5. What's up, Prapa? Thank you, sir. Patrick Bailey is Forrest Gump. Terrible hitter, but finds himself in iconic moments with the bat. In other words, it's like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get, right? Is that what you're trying to talk about? Yeah, I think that's where you're going. Dude, what a swing of the bat. From the right side, mind you. Remember, and we talked about this on the show the other day. Honestly, his splits between left and right aren't much different. They're bad on both sides.
There you go.
Bad. They're bad. I mean, come on. They're, if we're going to be real here, but come on. I'll take it. I'll take it, man. I'll take it. Now, does this mean that he's not going to suck the rest of the year? No, it doesn't. It doesn't. It's a great moment, and I'm happy for it, and I'm glad that the Giants win. But come on. Come on. Unless he's starting to show it. Last year I was looking at his numbers. He didn't hit last year, Lou. It wasn't until game 74 where he got to 200. Last year, this time after game 23, he was batting like 167 or something like that. I mean, he's kind of he's tracking where he is as a hitter. So he definitely has to step it up. Has to, man. You just have to. Especially
with Susak out for 2 weeks. It's a crucial time.
Yeah. And look, and that's another thing I didn't get a chance to talk to you about that either. I hope it's only 2 or 3 weeks. Because when you're talking about an elbow, you just never know what can happen with that. I hope it's nothing more serious.
Thank God he's not a pitcher. Yeah.
Yeah, Mendoza line. Yeah. He's talking about Mario Mendoza. Yeah, the famous Mendoza line. What is the Mendoza line? Well, the guy couldn't hit a lick. And the Mendoza line, he was a 200 hitter. That's why they call it the Mendoza line. So if you're hitting below the Mendoza line, which Bailey is, 155, it's not good. It's not good. Hey, what's up, Adi? Adi says Lee's average. Yeah, Lee's been playing great, and that's what made me so concerned yesterday, Lou, is when he went down with the, as you said, the octopus pretzel. I was like, man, we can't afford to lose him because he's been a hot bat. Him and Ramos. You know, the bottom of the lineup isn't such an automatic out anymore. No. Even Gilbert, he'll give you a decent at bat. So I'm liking what's going on there at the bottom of the lineup because they're starting to do something here, and only good
and against two studs, Yamamoto. Yeah. You know, and again, you know, when we're going to talk more about this weekend, but hey, Miami's going to have their two studs. Mm-hmm. Go Friday and Saturday. Like, I'm going Friday night and I'll be there watching. And I don't know if it's Sandy on Friday or if he's on Saturday, your boy who you wish
I'm not sure.
Giant. But, hey, most importantly is, yes, Josh, I know Armand is okay. The Mets finally won after.
He chimed in.
He didn't want to Baker for 13, but hey, we're happy for him. But, it's baseball, and that's what makes baseball so unique. You never know what you're going to see. Like Eric, last night there was that play where Adames thought he was going to try to tag the guy at second, still got the guy out at first. The key thing with the Giants right now and why they're 5-1, and we've talked about this, they're doing the basics. Defensively, bunts, hitting when they need to, making their hits worth their while. So it's one of those things, But again, if you've been listening to the show, as Eric always says, it's 162 games. The one thing is you never know. You're never out of it. You never have it locked up. But baseball, and that's what makes it such a beautiful sport. You never know what you're going to see. And every day when you play as a team, there's going to be another hero. And, why not do it against the Dodgers in front of a sold-out crowd? I mean, that crowd tonight, if you looked around, and I assume, Eric, it was the same last night, was a lot of Dodger fans. And they're going away like, what the hell's going on? Usually we win 3-0. Usually we shut them out. And it's the other way around. And it's good because Oracle Park hasn't been like this for a while. No,
it hasn't. All right, let me bring this up real quick. Let me talk a little about yesterday, guys. Oh, my Lord. What a hell of a day. I'm telling you, Lou, I had a fantastic day. The last few days, I've been watching the weather because I know the weather was going to play an issue yesterday. And I hope they don't rain out. I really want to go see this game. It's going to be fun. But before we went to the game, we went and visited Norm. He's on the New York Giants Preservation Society, and he has a collection. We call it the museum because it's absolutely.
Now, did Norm come to the meet and greet? Was he one of the guys?
Yes, he was at the meet and greet. Yeah, he was one. Perfect. He was one of the guys at the meet and greet. Beautiful. Exactly. And so he was very gracious, and he showed us his collection. Oh my, it's incredible. Seriously, it took 2 hours for him to go through everything. It was unbelievable, man. Unbelievable.
So boy, you were really spoiled. You met him, and then you met Eric from Tommy's. I mean,
Enrique, dude, I'm telling you,
Enrique, yeah,
it was. I'm telling you. And then after that, it was great. And then we went and we had dinner, and then we met up with Aaron. We had some pizza, walked to the ballpark, got rained on as we're walking to the ballpark, but it cleared up. It was literally like not even 5 minutes worth of rain. It was just one of them clouds came over, dumped, and then we made our way. Got to the ballpark, met up with Glenn. So it was me, Ibrahim, Aaron, and Glenn, and we got to watch the Giants play a great game. I mean, the game was incredible. It was exciting. There was intensity all throughout the game. You didn't know what the Dodgers were going to start making a comeback. And then the Giants were able to close it down, and then Ryan Walker had an incredible ninth last night. And it was just so much fun. So much fun. Matter of fact, when Ryan Walker came out of the bullpen, running to home, or I should say to the mound, this is the look Ibrahim gave. He's like, I don't want to even see what's going to happen with
Love
the
it.
game. Anyway, this is Ibrahim last night when Ryan Walker came into the game. Oh, dude, it was hilarious, man. It was hilarious. So much fun. And then, as you said, so we get up and we're leaving the game. It's jam-packed. It was sold out last night. Take it forever to get out. So I was like, all right, we got to stop by the bathroom. And as we're in line, I hear Glenn, hey, buddy. And I'm like, I turn around, and there's Enrique from Tommy's Mexican restaurant. Who is Tommy here, guys? I'll show you who Tommy is. Let's take a. Who is Tommy?
Hey, Lou Marston, Giant Sports Talk Live. Guess where I'm at? I'm here at Tommy's, home of the world famous Tommy Margarita. Sorry about that. They're so busy I can't even stand here. But I'm with the great bartender Enrique.
Hey guys, I hope to see you soon. You know, the legend Lou here at Tommy's.
When you guys walk into Tommy's, talk to Enrique. He'll gladly take care of you. In fact, he might even give you a little upgrade on the world famous Tommy Margarita.
Definitely.
All right, Lou Marston out, Giant Sports Talk
Good night,
Live.
guys.
So I got a chance to meet Enrique, and we had a good time and talked to him. He was like very appreciative. He said, hey, thanks, Lou. Make sure you tell Lou I said thanks. Dude, it was so much fun.
Awesome.
It was so much fun. It was, man. Oh, and then of course, then we drove home, and that was it. But man, dude, it was just, I tell you what, it was just an all-around good day of just baseball, whether it was watching or seeing Norm's place and him sharing all his stuff to go in the game and enjoying it with friends. Oh,
It lived up to it.
absolutely.
Yeah, perfect.
Oh man, so much damn fun. So much fun. And he told me about Scott, who came from Hawaii. I was like, yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. Good stuff. Come on. Look at this. Like, Lou, I can't believe it, man. I did not think we were going to be sitting here talking about the Giants winning the first two against the Dodgers. I was worried, man. I was. And the Giants, I'm telling you, they're a different team than they were in those first, 15 games, if you want to say, somewhere around there. It's just, it's a different club. Was it that? Yeah, I can't remember. Someone with bat in their name was talking about how the Giants have won 5 of 6, and that's not a coincidence. That's them playing some really good baseball. And it's look, as Giants fans, that's all we can ask. Go out there and give it the best they can, and they're showing it. They're getting the timely hits, they're getting the pitching, and the defense is there. And I don't want to hear anything more about Luis Ariz and his defense, because did you see that short hot pick that he had? That short hot pick where he had to
He's
come
been
up
phenomenal the whole year.
Oh,
Let's
he
put
has
that
been.
behind us. He's been phenomenal.
Last night, I think he had 5 putouts yesterday. I could be off. Yeah, he had like 5 putouts yesterday. Fantastic, dude. I mean, he had that one. It was a slowly hit ball past the mound to the right, to the between first and second, and he comes rushing in, charging it, picks it up, flicks it to Devers, boom, got the out, dude. It's just it's incredible. And Josh, and I want to hear what you got to say about this, Lou. The bullpen. I've been talking about the bullpen forever. I was like, there's no way. What do you got on the bullpen?
They've just been phenomenal. And what I was looking for, hold on, I wanted to get something.
Sure.
Hold on one second. Ask me that question in 30 seconds. I just want to see one thing.
Yeah, no worries. But yeah, and that's something that I've been saying all off season. It's like, what are we going to do about this bullpen? Because I just don't know if it's going to be enough. I just didn't think it was going to. And lo and behold, man, some of these guys are stepping up. Now, is it going to be able to last the whole season? Well, that's a little bit different. We're going to have to see what this is going to be about.
Yeah, Eric, I figured it out. I think the key was when Brubaker tried to take on the whole entire Cincinnati Reds. If you notice,
no, that was Eric Miller. No, that was Eric Miller.
Was Eric Miller tried to take the whole team on? I couldn't remember. I thought it was Brubaker. That's why I couldn't remember. But ever since then,
was the night before. He was the night before getting pissed off. Yeah,
at the very end, right? So I think the one thing is this bullpen, who we all thought all season was going to be sort of our heel, has been phenomenal. Okay, they've been phenomenal. We have 3 or 4 guys that we were a little bit worried about that now are performing lights out. And as we said, except for maybe Roop, our starters really have not been good. They have not been good. They've been going choppy, 4 innings, 5 innings. They can't last. They haven't kept us in the game. And now, kaboom. They are the most solid part of the team. They've really done a phenomenal job of either holding the lead. I mean, Wynn is phenomenal. He comes in, kaboom. It's just one of those things. And it's sort of funny. This is why you don't know baseball. We thought our starters were going to be really good. We were worried about the bullpen. It's the complete opposite. We were worried about certain players. We knew Arise was hit, but Chapman's been really good. Casey's been really good. Adames has been good, and that's where we're at right now. And I think the one thing about the Giants is we just got to be consistent. And I think the other thing, too, is it's amazing when you play, and I say this a lot, basics, but good defense compared to last year where there were a lot of one-run games because of our defense that we lost. Now our defense is being a positive that we're winning. And, again, last year we only missed by 5 games that could have turned around. We could have been in the playoffs. These are the games you got to win. And doing it at home, there's nothing better.
Yep, absolutely. I'm going to ask this because Audie's asking us. Now I'm going to kind of go around here, different subjects. He's asking what they'll do with Bader's going to play. Come on, they gave him a 2-year contract. Look, and the reason, and I wouldn't be too concerned because he was probably playing hurt. And when you're playing hurt, you know what happens? Well, you don't play very good baseball. So he's going to be in there. There's no doubt about it. Do I think Gilbert is going to be? I think there's going to be a platoon. I don't think it goes any further than a platoon. Do I think that Gilbert is going to get majority of the starts? No, it's going to be Bader. They paid him. Look, you don't play someone 2 years and then say 25 games into the season, and then all of a sudden you go, yeah, we're gonna replace you. That just doesn't happen. I'm sorry, it doesn't. And you're going to see Bader in there. Bader is going to get majority of the playing time because that's what the Giants signed him for. End of story. I would not worry about it. Look, and it's going to be that way until he shows that he can't do it, and they're going to give him time. That's what you're supposed to do.
And I think one thing, Eric, is with Gilbert playing so well. Remember, early in the season, we were really concerned about our depth. Well, now with Gilbert,
now you got depth.
And your bench. And with Gilbert on the bench, if he doesn't start, good guy to bring off the bench because he's been making good contact. So right there, he's answered 2 questions. And again, guys are going to be injured. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. Lee we're surprised Lee didn't get injured last night on a play that nobody else had effects on. That's why you got to have depth and you got to have youth. And, I think with Gilbert, you have both. And, you feel more confident with him. Yeah.
And I think we're going to be fine and alive. The reason why I think he was lost, I think it's because he was fighting that hamstring. I don't think he was comfortable at the plate. I just don't. And let him heal up and then see what happens. That's what's going to happen. So they signed that 2-year deal. I'm telling you, you don't just leave a guy hanging, so to speak, after less than 30 games into the season. It's not going to happen.
And we don't know if Gilbert's going to be able to keep going. Gilbert is a part-time player for a reason.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe.
And, again, as you used on the back of the baseball card, Bader, when he comes back, he will start.
Yeah, he's going to.
No questions.
And look, is he going to start every single day? No, Gilbert's going to be in there for some games. There's no doubt about it. Again, it's going to, and what it will do, it's going to help Bader in the long run.
Correct.
So we'll see what happens. We'll see how that works out. Again, the team's playing great, and that's a problem I'm not even worried about right now. Let's worry about what they're doing right now. Look, that stuff will solve its own when it comes to it. We don't know what's going to happen with Bader. The only thing is that he's going to come back and he's going to play. End of story. That's how it is. This isn't, as they say, fantasy baseball, where you just plug in, plug out. You got to give some guys some run. And that's funny. I'm going to have to use this. I got a chance to edit Glenn Kuiper's newest edition of Friday Night Kipes, where every home game on Friday night, you're going to have both Dwayne and Glenn. They host a like a post game, and they have special guests. Well, their very first special guest was Mike Krukow, and he had a fantastic expression to use when talking about baseball. And it says, you got to have, especially, early in the season, because this was recorded back on April 3rd, you have to have what they call game-nesia. And I loved it. Game-nesia. In other words, if you have a bad game, what do you got to do, Lou? Got to forget about it. You got to have game-nesia. Like it never existed. Because guess what? You got to come out the next day and you got to play a game.
Yep.
So I love it. So Mike Krukow, he thinks of the greatest words and descriptions for describing what baseball is about. And I love it. Game-nesia. You got to have that. And the fan base, you got to have it. You got to have game-nesia. When things go bad, well, you got tomorrow. And even if things go bad or go good, you still got to play a game tomorrow. So you got to learn upon it, right? What works, what doesn't work. And then you go from there, man. Come on. That's all I've been saying. And I love it. I want to see the team succeed, right? Glenn, I'm sorry, Lou, we're fans. We want our team to go out there, but we're also not going to sit here and blow sunshine. We're going to be excited when things are going well, and we're going to be pissed off when things are going in the toilet. So come on. Man,
yeah, I think, Eric, somebody told me, hey, Lou, describe your show. And I tell
Spring
them,
training.
I tell them our show is we're fans talking to fans, being a fan about Giants baseball. And they said, what do you mean? I said, hey, we're not homers. We tell it like it is. But, we are Giant fans first, but we also got to be realistic. We criticize the team for what they need. We criticize the team for what they don't do. And, we're very harsh, but, that's why I think the chat is growing and people want to hear what we do because we don't hold anything back. We're not paid by the Giants like KMBR and all that. And, hey, we're the first to be negative. I'm usually very salty because I expect more. And the other thing, too, is being the Giants, the fifth biggest franchise, we expect a lot more than we've gotten. But this is a step in the right direction. As we talked about Armand, he has the New York Mets, okay? They have the most successful owner, money-wise, and they just lost 12 out of 13 games, okay? So things can be worse. But I think one of the things what we got to do is we are always now, again, we still have 140 games left in the season. We're fine right now. But a week ago, we were already worried, even though Eric kept saying, guys, we still got 145 games more.
Yes.
You're just caught in the moment because of how the Giants were playing at the beginning of the season. You got to remember last year we had a winning record for the first 40 games. I think we had one of the best records in the major leagues, and then it dropped off. So you just got to be consistent. And as Eric and Glenn keep saying, got to just keep winning series. You'll be amazed if you just win 4 or 5 series in a row, how much better the team is, the fans are, and realistic of how good we really are. But, that's really what baseball is all about.
Exactly. 100%. Another thing, before we get to the out-of-town scoreboard, did you see who signed with the Padres?
I did. I thought of you, and I thought, God, for only $3.1 million, the Giants couldn't have done that.
Nothing. That's a whole lot of nothing.
Considering,
but,
hey. I think, but there's probably reasons that we don't know. And, I think San Diego said, hey, we're a starter short. We could use them. Why not go for it?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, they need it. They do. They need another starting pitcher. And look, San Diego Padres are going to go out there and they're going to make moves. And that's with the new ownership. They're still taking on money. Now, granted, it was only $3 million and it has a mutual option, but still they went out there and they addressed the need. So that was interesting to see.
What's funny is they did, if you remember when they got Arias 2 years ago, wasn't it like game like 30 when they got Arias from Miami? It was very early.
I know it was very early. I think,
And we kept saying, God, why didn't the Giants get Arias since we didn't have a second baseman? So San Diego is known for that. we'll see how it works. Again, it's only 3.1, and if you get him, it's a blessing. Again, if it doesn't work out, you could always trade him.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh, God, there's
It
Trevor
does.
Bauer again.
No, it ain't happening, man. Tommy, it
Yeah.
ain't happening.
He'll never be in baseball again.
He'll never be in baseball. And you know what? I don't think it's about the MLB. It has nothing to do. What's his name? Oh, geez. The guy that used to play, that was a catcher for the Mariners. Oh, what was his name? Guys, do you remember? A while back. Gosh, dang it. He was a catcher for the Brewers a few years ago, before Contreras and even Sanchez. God,
Mariners and Brewers?
No, Brewers. I'm sorry. And did he go to, I think he went to Texas too. Gosh, dang it. I can't remember what his name was, but he had an interesting tweet. And it's, look, a lot of it has to do, I think, with his attitude and how he acts with teammates. Gosh, dang it. I can't remember what his name was, but, yeah, this is a few years ago. Luke Roy. Thank you, Matthew. Jonathan Luke Roy. He had an interesting tweet, and he kind of was talking about that. So, look, Trevor Bauer did it upon himself. I mean, it sucks, right? It does, because he could have all this talent in the world, but if he's an ass, well, then teams are going to stay away from him. They just are. So the whole Trevor Bauer thing, I would just say, there's other pitchers that you could go out there and find, rather than talking about trying to go get Trevor Bauer. I'd rather stick with what we got. Oh, we got someone in the bullpen down there. Wait for his lights to get all good to go, and then he'll be ready to go. He'll give me the thumbs up when he's ready to go. But you know what? Hey, Glenn, give me the thumbs up. You want me to do out of town scoreboard and then we'll bring you in? All right, cool. Sounds good. Right on. All right, guys, let's take a look on what's going on around the league.
A Giant Sports Talk Live scoreboard update.
All right, here we go. Top of the ninth in Arizona. Arizona's holding on to a 4-run lead, 11-7. A lot of hits. Look at that. 26 combined between both teams. If I'm not mistaken, I think I saw something on Twitter where Murakami hit his 5th home run in 5 games. Wow. That guy has a bat. There's no doubt about it. Final in Florida, Marlins beat the Cardinals 4-1, 12 hits to 4 hits, a couple of errors each. Marlins, look at that. They're if I'm not mistaken, I think they're like in second. I think they're actually leading the East. No, are they? You know what? I think they're leading the East with an under 500. I take it back. They're second place. I think they're in second place behind the Atlanta Braves. It's the Atlanta Braves, and then everybody else is under 500 in the NL East. It's nuts. Final in Tampa Bay, Rays beat the Reds. Reds have been playing really good baseball. Look at that record. That's right up there with the Dodgers. The Reds
10
are
and 3 on the road.
That is
10 and 3 on the road.
Yes, that is insane, guys. That is, and you know when I said that when we run into the Braves, that I said you don't want to sleep on them. I didn't think they were going to be this good. They are coming out of the gate hot. And but the Rays were able to get the best of them today. They beat them 6-1. Astros beat the Guardians. Astros have been pretty freaking bad. Look at that, 3-10. They beat them 2-0. They blanked them. Orioles beat the Royals 8-6. Orioles they were a good young team, and now they ain't doing anything. Orioles
They've
right
lost
around
9
500.
straight now. Yep.
Nuts. The Angels beat the Blue Jays. Again, the Blue Jays are still trying to find it as well, 7-3. A bunch of hits in that game. Mariners beat the Athletics 5-4. Tigers beat the Brewers. Look at that. Tigers are now out of being 500. They're a game above 500. Brewers are still 3 games above 500. Braves beat the Nationals 8-6. Yankees beat the Red Sox 4-1. Red Sox are in a bad way. They're 9-15. Whew. Mets win. How about that? They break that 12-game skid. They win 3-2 against Minnesota. Phillies are on an 8-game skid. 8 games that the Phillies have lost. They're in a bad way. 8-16. They lose to the Cubs, who are now 15-9. Pirates beat the Rangers 8-4. Their record is 14-10. Rangers are 500. Padres lose to the Rockies. Look at that. Rockies are they're not going to be easy, man. They're going to be tough.
No,
They may not win a whole bunch.
Especially at Colorado. They're tough at home.
Yes. So watch out for the Rockies, man. They could play spoilers in this whole thing when we get later in the season. And then, of course, the San Francisco Giants beat the Dodgers. 3-0. Blank them. Again, I'll say it again. Giants have only allowed one run in two games against the Dodgers. All right, with that, let's go ahead and let's bring in Glenn. What's up, Glenn?
Hey, boys, how are you? I'll tell you what, Eric, you and I spent a wonderful evening in the cold confines of Oracle last night. I had a great time with you.
Good stuff.
You know what? The four of us had a great time. But I'll tell you what, Eric, no disrespect to the game last night. Dude, the atmosphere tonight. Well, I don't know if it was because Yohei was pitching. Obviously, no score in the up to the seventh had a little bit to do with
it. I think that had to do with it. Yeah,
there was a lot going on. There was a lot not going on, but there was a lot going on as far as the atmosphere and the intensity over there. I thought, you want my input on the game? I'll give you a quick synopsis.
Hear it. I want to hear it. Yeah, do it, man. Go for it.
I thought the Giants, Lou, he's got a couple of shamrocks in his pocket there, ready to pull out. I thought, you know what? The Giants, you got the win. All right? Bailey, I can't believe I'm saying this. Patrick Bailey from the right side swats one, and we all go home happy. But, I mean, another one, like I said to Lou on the last night show, you take this, and this was a road game, I'd simply be saying, let's get out of Dodge. Because I thought Ohtani was dealing. We got good pitching. The key to the game, I thought, was, and you guys probably agree, I think the clearest pick to click in this game was getting to the Dodger bullpen. Once you got Shohei out of there, game changed, Derek. I didn't even know one of the pitchers. I still can't remember his name. I never even heard of him before. I thought the defense. Listen, you know, Eric, and I'm going to be calm about this. I've said this once already this season. I went a little tipsy over the edge here on my, my feelings. But if anyone comes into Giant Sports Talk Live, I'll ban you. I'm going to kick your ass out of here if I hear anything bad about Luis Ariz again. The guy can hit. The guy can field. He's done everything that a team could ask, Eric. And he's one of the reasons why we've got 11 wins, Eric. He's one of the reasons we've got 11. Lucky to be there. I think he is, I mean, dude, I know we're only a couple of weeks into the season. You're looking at your Willie Mack Award winner at the end of the year, Eric. He is a great addition. But again, let's just get out of Dodge, see what we can do tomorrow. Get out the broom maybe tomorrow and do a little sweeping, a little curling action tomorrow. Nonetheless, regardless of what happens tomorrow, Eric, is a couple of great games under our belt. But just don't forget, this is a team that only has 11 wins. We're 5 games out in the division. I think 9 out in the wild card, and we're a game ahead of who? Colorado for last place. So let's not get too carried away. But it was a big win. Hey, great day. The weather was great. The fanfare was great. Oh, my God. So Robbie Dizzle gets me the tickets, all right? So right away, I should have known there was an issue, right? I said, God, there's got to be a catch. I text him. I say, Rob, I thought it was further up. He goes, no, I a little hanky-panky, I'll tell you about off the air. So I end up way out in the right field, deeper than where we sat last night, Eric. The only problem was I'm in literally like the tour bus section of the LA Dodger fans. And I'm thinking, I got to like I'm going to be in a Pier 3 brawl by the second or third inning of this game. So I kept my mouth shut, met some people who were Giants fans at the end of it, and had a great night, Eric. Great night, and it was carryover from last night. It was great. And I owe apologies. First of all, yesterday's morning show, didn't point it out last night, came to my attention. You know people, you know what? You always know people are watching the show, Lou, when they always remind you when you screw up.
Wrong date.
Messages. I mentioned on Monday's show that we wouldn't be facing Webb, or Webb wouldn't be facing the Dodgers in this series.
Oh.
Tomorrow, the third day pitcher wasn't up at the time. I go, well, the Dodgers aren't going to face him, and I was worried about our pitching going into this series. They do face him tomorrow, so I correct that. I stand corrected. Now you can all kiss my rear end. The other thing, I apologize to Lou Marston and the show. We had technical difficulties like Eric is having. Oh, moment. Oh, there he is. Oh, he's back. Oh, there he's back. Okay. These internet problems come in and out, and they affect us all. Last night, I'm like, Lou, I can't hear you. And then the great Chardal appeared, and it all went to hell. And my internet was having terrible problems, so we bailed at about the 45, 50-minute mark. It was a shorter show than usual. I apologize to Lou for having to bail, but the internet was crap, so apologize.
Hey, it happens. Hey.
And that's it. I'm kind of excited, Eric. It was a great night at the ballpark. God, I love it. Oracle. I love it.
I'll tell you what, man, to wins solve everything. It says, agreed to the fullest, Glenn. I was telling my buddy, I don't understand how this guy is appreciated and valued way more than he is. He does everything like a pro. If I'm Posey, I extend him. Look, I'm going to add on to that because you made a great point talking about Rice. Last night's game, Glenn, how many putouts did he have? I said it to Lou. I think he had
5 or 6. Okay.
Putouts. Yeah, he was out there.
He was solid.
Everything. Today,
he's a vacuum cleaner. He's a vacuum cleaner, Eric. He's sucking everything up.
You saw that short hop. They had a yeah, and then he made it out, and then Adames made a great play at shortstop. But I'm just talking about the defense. You're 100% correct. When you put in the hard work and you got someone like Juan Washington who's working with you every single day, nothing but good can happen. And look what's happening. And I'm telling you, who was it that said that? Tommy, I'm gonna tell you something right now, dude. It would behoove the Giants to talk to Arise now. Don't let his value go up even higher, because if you let it go higher, then he may decide to go, maybe I want to go test free agency.
And you know what?
But you got to give him a good offer. You can't go out there and try to, undercut him or nothing.
I want to also add to you, Eric, we're not privy to what goes on in the dressing room, but from all indications, everything you hear, Lou and Eric, I'm sure you guys got your ear to the rail, especially Eric, big railroad fan, right? I like to throw in those liners, see if you catch me. He's just a professional. He's got to be good in the room. He's just a professional. He's not that old, but doesn't he? He's just a veteran. He's a veteran presence, and he's a pro ball player. The other thing I can't, dude, all I have is a little blue one for my glass because I fog up running back here to do the show. I'm waving the blue flag. I'm in the foxhole, and I can't believe I'm about to say this, but I cannot believe the defensive efforts I'm seeing at first base from Devers.
How about that? Was that beautiful today?
My God. This team, just when you think, you're ready to get the shovel and throw the final dirt in and you're going to bury them, they come back to life and they surprise them. They're like a corpse. They're like a corpse, Eric. And the mortician's ready to cut them open and they spring up to life. They go, oh, boo. I'm telling you. Oh my God.
Man, what is going on? I got Lou saying that Lee is a octopus pretzel, and I got you talking about. And I got you talking about corpses rising from the dead. Where are we going? You know what? I tell you what.
I don't know if I can top the octopus pretzel. That's got T-shirt, Giant Sports Talk T-shirt written all over it. But you see how loosey-goosey it is, super salty? What a difference when they win, huh?
Yeah, it's amazing what a week does, And I think beating the Dodgers is like 2 wins. Every game, it's one of those things. And I thought, watching the game tonight, good vibe. A lot of Dodger fans again. I mean, it looked like from home plate to right field, it was probably 65% Dodger fans. I've never seen so many Dodger hats. But, again, Glenn, I don't know how you were feeling, but I was screaming at the TV, Tony V, what the hell are you doing? Why do you have a bench? Why are you going to let Bailey bat right? What is wrong with you? And like usual, I had to stick my 13.5 shoe, where the sun doesn't shine. And of course, Bailey goes deep. And it was not a cheapie. I don't know if you knew it was out immediately, but I knew it because the left fielder didn't move. And, again, Bailey, 2 huge hits last year, even though, he just can't hit for average. And I think I thought this might have been Bailey's biggest hit for the reason he's not hitting, and Suzak's out for 2 weeks. So really the pressure is on Bailey, and, he came through like a professional. And again, if you listen to Giant Sports Talk Live
Minnesota.
I think us three were the ones that described Arias, a professional hitter, a professional baseball player, and as if you guys listen to me, everyone was criticizing his defense. He's too slow. He's got 2 steals. I think that's might be 1 or 2 on the team because since we don't steal, his defense has been phenomenal. And last year, where you guys kept criticizing him, he played first base. He didn't play second base. So, he's been, I think, Glenn, you bring up a great point, the Willie Mack Award. But I think he's been so valuable because people see he's a professional hitter. We haven't had a professional hitter probably in 20 years. Probably the last professional hitter might have been Bonds, might have been someone like Will Clark. He hits all fields. We don't need homers from him because he's now hitting all over. He's a sprayer. He's like a Tony Gwynn. He does whatever it takes to get the hits. He, as Eric said tonight, again, Arias got another hit. And, I think what he's done is his feeling, veteran presence is much more with all these youth and everybody else because Chapman's hitting better, and they're realizing if you just put the bat on the ball, good things happen. Nothing's going to happen when you strike out. So I think it's
there were also a few nervous moments. I mean, this game still could have went either way when it was scoreless, Lou. There were a couple of shots similar. Eric, you remember last night? How many shots? 2 or 3 that went like to. There was one tonight. Who hit it? I actually posted in the chat. I don't know if you saw it. A 400 and 400 and
towards the end of the game. Hernandez,
the wall.
Hernandez, the center field. Yeah, we were watching the dots, and I was like, oh my gosh.
I just typed in 410. I figured you'd figure it out. Oh,
yeah.
dude. And I apologize. I think sometimes I post them up, and I'm ahead of you, right? Because you're watching the dots or the game.
Yeah, I'm watching the dots. I'm a little bit behind.
I know how that pisses people off. But hey, home run! Just kidding.
That's all funny games, right?
Well, what about the pitching tonight, Eric? What about the pitching, guys?
Look at that fish. That's a hell of a striper, Kershaw. That's a hell of a wow. Ron Washington is making his imprint on the defense. That's a fact.
Yeah,
that's a fact, man. Because, and look, I'm sure he's probably working with Devers at first base. We definitely know he's working with Arias at second. And only good things can happen if they could stay healthy and they keep doing their thing and they're practicing and they're doing their pregame stuff. Hey, we can't ask for anything better. All right, well, would you ask? I'm sorry, yeah, I didn't mean to interrupt.
I was just saying, you're a guy who will constantly what do you preach? Pitching and defense.
Pitching and defense,
man. Ask for any better. And by the 5th or 6th inning tonight, I know it was scoreless, so it for all intent and purposes, I mean, it says it for itself. Good defense. Very good defense by the Giants, Eric, all the way around. I got to tell you, I'm not a big fan of Drew Gilbert. Hell of a lot more sense playing him in center field. And why did we get Harrison Bader? When we could Drew Gilbert is solid center field. Jung Hoo is playing a mean right. Everybody says, it's a tough right field at Oracle. Couldn't ask for more from Jung Hoo Lee, the octopus pretzel that he is.
Octopus pretzel, exactly. Dude, I'm going to have to go have some fun with this. But to talk about Jung Hoo Lee, because after yesterday, we were going to wonder if he's going to be on the IL. We didn't know, right? Because he went out now. He went out after, right? And the other half of the inning, he went out and fielded his position. But then when he came back, we saw Teoscar go back out on the next half inning. So we're like, okay, something's going on. And we're like worried. Well, I come to find out it wasn't as serious as we thought it was. I guess he's okay. Or maybe he has, remember Dominic Hasek? Yeah, come on, Glenn. You know Dominic Hasek, right? What did they call him?
Oh, he was the human pretzel.
That's what Jung Hoo Lee did when he slid it up. It looked like he was trying to stop a puck for the Buffalo Sabres, right? Isn't that who he played for? Am I good?
Yeah, it was one of the ugliest slides ever.
I mean, it was just nuts. But yes, his defense has been fantastic. And you look, as far as center field, you talk about it too, Glenn, is you paid the big bucks to Bader. You signed him to a 2-year deal. He's been playing hurt, but I do think it is going to be platoon. I don't think it's going to be a massive platoon. I think you're going to see Bader, we'll say maybe 70-30 as far as playing time starting, I should say, between Bader and Gilbert. But Gilbert would be a great guy, and Lou talked about it, coming off the bench, because we didn't have a left-handed bat coming off the bench, and he could play a really good part in that, depending on what's going on in the game, in-game situation. So,
yeah, but you don't want to play favorites either, Eric. This
I get
team, Lou, you've preached it in the past since you've joined the team here at Giant Sports Talk Live. The organization, in my opinion, you got to stop with playing the favorites. Bailey's been here long. Stop that. You know why the Dodgers win, Eric? First of all, talent. But a guy like Rushing comes up, he gets hot. They get him in the lineup all the time, Eric. I know we got a prime example, taking the night off tonight. But once he was hot, he was in there, Eric. So this getting a guy like, we had a nice run from Susak. He's on the bench. And I know I preach on this one because it was so dramatic to me, but a couple of years, I know Dan over in NorCal is very adamant, as I am, in that Cincinnati series, Eric, when Wilmer was the hottest. Shohei Ohtani and Wilmer Flores had a 2-week span. They were hottest players by far in baseball. And what do the Giants do?
Yeah.
They bench Wilmer because it was a lefty-righty platoon. I'm like, what are you doing? Play your best players, Eric. You go with the hot hand. And I'm tired of favoritism and and I was afraid, didn't I say, Lou? I was afraid that was what would happen with Gilbert in the first place. There would be the Vitello and Gilbert connection that it doesn't matter what happens, he's going to be the guy. I say play, rah rah rah. I don't want to talk about Tennessee baseball tonight. I'm too fired up. But Eric, just play your best players, and that's how you're going to get success.
Well, I know. Look, and I'll say this: it's hard to judge Bader after only. What he's been, I don't think he's even played 20 games. And I think he was playing hurt because he hurt that hammy in spring training. And I think that affected his gameplay. So when he comes back, when he's healthy, see what he's got. And then you can make a decision there because you've got so much of a season that you could give a guy a pretty good run. And then you make your decisions afterwards. But I know I agree with what you're saying though, because look, Gilbert is doing something for the Giants.
He's showing it now. That's the thing.
Now, is this bat exactly like what you want? No, not exactly. I mean, he's had a couple of moments. His defense has been fantastic, but let's see what happens. Look, they're winning right now. Now I told this Blue, let's worry about that later because right now, they're playing good baseball.
Exactly. They put him, Eric, certain guy. You cannot argue baseball is a sport where it's a game of momentum. You put him in. Somebody said in the chat about 20 minutes ago, and they're right. As soon as do you notice when they brought Gilbert up, this is a different team.
Yeah, but you got to remember too.
You got to ride the momentum.
Does Gilbert affect pitching? No. You know who started the momentum? I'll tell you what started the momentum. Eric Miller. He's the one that fired up when he was ready to go out there and literally go box the entire dugout of the Cincinnati Reds, dropping FU. I mean, he fired up the team, and I'm telling you, that will have huge effects, man.
Eric Miller. I mentioned to Lou last night, you saw the strikeout. You were there with me. You saw the strikeout on Kyle Tucker last night.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's the kind of pitch. You just want to throw guys off balance, get a nice inning. Baruki, well, we were all crapping on. He was another one. He was another one on life support. And look, he's getting things done. So
he's turning it around.
Maybe we got a little discombobulated. A couple of weeks in, we were all panicking, hit the panic button.
Yeah.
I'm waiting to see what happens tomorrow. Eric, if we sweep, game on.
Dude, come on, man.
Game on with Marlon.
Dude, I'm getting all excited again. $6. Rob, what's up? Oh, what a win. Late April back in 26. What a very special time for the Giants. Look, and this is something that it's another moment. And that's another thing we talked about, Glenn. Thanks, Rob. Appreciate you, buddy. Actually, I'll leave that up for a while.
$5.99 gets some screen time, Eric.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, exactly.
And being a fan of the Four Seasons, you got to give Robbie. I like that. Oh, what a night! Late December. See, Four Seasons.
Oh,
like
is there something? Oh, he's dropping some lyricals, is he?
Yeah.
Nice pick, Lou. Nice pickup, Lou.
And I'll tell you what. Bailey has that propensity. He has that propensity of just hitting in a big moment. He may bat 200, but he'll have 2 or 3 games where he'll make a memory. And again, it's against the Dodgers again, which is incredible. But I it's just right. I mean, Glenn, the momentum shift. They've won 5 of their last 6. I mean, that's huge. You're getting back into this thing. And I said, if you could get through April being around 500, you're okay, because now you got another 5 months where you got to do something. It's they're doing something, and all we could do is enjoy this. And are you going tomorrow for the third game, Glenn?
Do bears poop in the woods?
Well, there you go. You got your answer. Man, and dude, maybe they could get the sweep. Maybe if Tyler Mahle, who had an absolute dismal start in Cincinnati, can turn it around against the Dodgers, maybe Logan Webb could go out there and do the same, because could you imagine if we sweep the Dodgers? Oh my goodness. I mean, more than just the wins and losses, it's just what it does for the team, showing, hey, we could compete. We could compete with teams like the damn Dodgers. You know, they got Shohei and Kyle Tucker and Max Muncy and Freddie Freeman. They got Will Smith. They got all these guys in their lineup. And you know what? The Giants were able to go out there and neutralize them. Come on.
Eric,
I will make one.
We're dominating them. We're dominating them.
We are.
Dominating is a correct word.
Lou, after last night's show, one of our main focuses last night, you and I both agreed, was the fact that, what did I say? And I was wrong. I'll admit defeat, Lou. You and I agreed last night. 3 hits. Look out tomorrow, right? Dodgers bats. And I wasn't exactly thrilled with the pitching matchup today.
Yeah.
Don't kid yourself.
And we knew what Tony would
Lou,
do.
but Lou, heading into the Wednesday matinee, I'm a day off. Tomorrow's what? Thursday matinee. See, I did this live. Lou had to correct me like 5 times last night. I kept saying Monday night. Anyway, tomorrow's matinee game. We've gone 2 games. The Dodgers have 7 hits. That got me I'm backing into the corner a little bit. I'm a little worried, because those bats don't stay silent. I don't think in the series.
That's incredible, isn't it? That's incredible.
But you got Webb going. This is baseball, dude. This is you can break this down 101 ways till Sunday, and I don't know what's going to happen.
Oh, I said this earlier, Glenn. It's baseball, man. You just can't. You can't make hide no hair. And that's why they play, man. This is why we're here and talking about Giants baseball, man. Dude.
Yeah, and you dipped out for a minute there. I didn't know if something I said knocked you. Yeah, like you fell out of the chair or something there. We lost you for a couple of minutes, and I just wanted to say that make sure you're okay there.
I'm good, man. I'm good.
Yeah, but yeah, when you play the games, and we were critical. I got to admit, I'm still critical, because again, we're only 1 game above Colorado. It's early in the year. This it can go sideways in a hurry. We've already seen
it can.
So. Just because you get hot for 2 games is not a season. But
it's not.
I got to tell you that at least this, if nothing more, you got to admit that this is a momentum builder. Not just the wins are important. This builds. You just beat the Dodgers 2 in a row. You got a chance at a sweep. You're going in against Miami Marlins. All of a sudden, got to be a different vibe in that clubhouse.
100%. It's got to be. It's got to be. And hey, give credit to Tony Vitello. He had a great game yesterday. And how would you say he was today? Pretty good, huh?
Yeah, I think he's getting the feel for working the bullpen and the major league speed of the game and everything. I think he's fine. I don't think he's not. We didn't know. And again, I've harped on it. You agreed with me.
Absolutely.
Too. There was a lot of agreement on tonight's show, but all off season when Lou and Eric and I were talking about I said, all of a sudden, a lot of critics, a lot of people knew. I said, all of a sudden, a lot of people watch college ball that I didn't know. They knew everything they needed to know about this guy. And I said,
nobody knew.
I'm not excited about it, but you got to let it feel itself out, because who am I to come on a sports talk show like this and give all my takes when I really don't have one about Vitello? And none of us did.
None of us did. All we could do is just, hey, and I said that. It's like, we got to see how it plays out. And we had our concerns, right? But look, as far as managing the baseball game and managing the men, looks like he's spot on, man.
Yeah, doing a good job. What do you think, Luke?
He's I think he's doing well.
No, I think he's learning, and he's going to still make a lot of mistakes, but you just got to give the guy time. It's completely new to him. You got to remember, in college, I think the most he ever played, even what the whole year, is maybe 71 games. Including college. This is 162. Also, when he was in college, until maybe the last couple of years, none of the guys got paid. They were there on scholarships, and you
Mm.
didn't really have to deal with egos like you do with the Giants. And, I think, the one good thing is if we're going to give Buster a bad time on who he did, you got to give him picking Tony V and picking up Ron Washington as two major forces that the team, again, I'm not satisfied because we're not 500 yet. I'll be satisfied once we get to 500.
Yeah. Okay.
But these are nice big steps in the right direction. And, I thought when Bailey was going to hit from the right side, I was the first one saying, Tony V, what the hell are you doing? Why do we have a bench? Why are you not going to hit? Perfect time. And, I was sort of upset at our third base coach. Again, he's sort of a mystery there. On a game where it's 0-0 and you have a chance, you got to get that run across. And, it was just one of those things. But, again, we're also fans where we want what happened yesterday, and we're going to be here all 162 games and hopefully more. But it's one of those things where we're all basically figuring out Tony V, but one good thing is, hey, 24 games in, we know Arise was a great pick. He's a great hitter. We know that, Bailey is going to come through occasionally, but there's still a lot of question marks with this team. But as of right now, hey, 5 out of 6. Again, a week ago, we'd be panicking, saying, what the hell were we doing getting a guy like Tony V? Bailey still can't hit. But it's amazing when you have a good week stretch, as we use the flavor of the week. It's amazing how everyone's different. How much our show's better when the Giants are winning. But I think it's just too, when we beat the Dodgers and we got, we've already won the series and we're going for a sweep, it just takes it to another level.
It's like the Stanley Cup playoffs, Lou. I love my hockey. I have an vested interest, so to speak, in it. And, when you lose a game, Lou, good hockey coaches, or even a win in the postseason, Lou, coach will often say, boys can enjoy it tonight. We're back to business tomorrow. I think that's the way we got to take this whole situation. Again, enjoy this, because you never know which Giants team will show up next day. Just enjoy the night. I'm having a great time tonight. It was a great night to be at. It's one of those games, Eric, you go to the ballpark, and I've come home several times. Hey, we won. It was a great game. Tonight was memories. Tonight was memorable. Nice. And you guys might not have watched it. Monday. What was it? Monday morning. Eric, you were on assignment. Lou was under the weather, so I did the Monday morning preview show, and I kind of previewed the Dodgers. Tuesday. Jesus. White flag again. I'm off a day. So Tuesday, I teed up this series, and you know what I mentioned? I broke down. I see if I might have my notes right here. I broke down who were the hottest hitters against Yamamoto for Game 1 in their career, and I broke down who are the hottest Dodgers. Who in our lineup right now for the Giants are the best hitters against the Dodgers. And I cannot believe, again, I'm saying this. You won't believe me.
Bailey, I listened to the
Bailey
show.
has got the best bat against the Dodgers.
That's incredible. Isn't it?
Lou, I was sitting out in section 131 tonight watching the game, and first time in a while, I thought, Tony's not working the bullpen here tonight, or not bullpen. He's not working the bench tonight. I was like, there got to be somebody who you want to get the bat on the ball, and he left him in. And you know what? You want to play analytics, and he's who am I to criticize? They won. Jesus. Hey, but it's just that's not smart baseball. Bailey going up to bat in that situation, that's just not smart, but it paid off.
And Glenn, before tonight, do you know how many RBIs he had on the season?
I think he had one.
One.
And didn't that come in the Padres series when I wasn't sure. It was one. So
one.
When did you get it?
No, I'm not sure, but tonight, he got his 3. But it was
he won the Padres series. So talk about sporadic. You're gonna get one every month. Come on.
Hey,
and how many have? So he's got 4.
Got 4.
Swing of the bat. Wow. There you go.
Lou, in honor of your description, let's take a look at it. Look at that son of a gun.
Oh, I
look at that son of a gun. An octopus pretzel. That's exactly.
It was such a bad slide. It was hard to watch. Even the paramedics are investigating.
I think the paramedics are coming right now.
Man, I tell you what, AI is scary, dude.
My watch is talking to me now. My chat GPT, my watch. Look, my watch comes on. He's what? I'm sorry, I don't know what an octopus pretzel is. I got to take the watch out. He's going to keep talking to me. Hey, I don't know if you mentioned it to Lou. We talked about it briefly, but did you give me your little analysis of a night talking to Enrique last night?
Yeah, I did. It was awesome, man. Well, we're standing in the line to go to the bathroom, and I hear you say, "Hey," and I turn around, and I was like, "That's Enrique."
Yeah, but it was another one of those cases where I kept like way down. So he must have spotted us coming up or something, because I heard Glenn from Giant Sports Talk Live, and it get louder. Glenn from Giant Sports Talk Live. Glenn from Giants. And I'll tell you, he's animated, Lou. He's an animated young fella, isn't he?
You know, I think if anyone missed the meet and greet, he unfortunately was at a funeral parlor. One of his buddies was getting married. He missed the meet and greet more than us. He wanted to be there so bad.
Dude, he was. Oh, by the way, I forgot to tell you this, Lou. Guess what shirt he was wearing? And his friend.
Yep.
Wearing
our show.
Giant Sports Talk Live. He was wearing our shirts. Now,
It's
granted, no one was
legendary.
wearing t-shirts. Everyone was in sweaters and jackets. But still, man, it was awesome. It was awesome.
Yeah, it was good to see him at the ballpark.
It's all about.
We had some cookies last night. It was good. I had I don't know what flavor they were, but they had the pink on the top. And they were just, dude, I didn't want to be, I was happy to have 3 cookies. I'm like, you got any more of those tasty little morsels sticking around
those things
over there? They were great with the cold refreshment of the evening. And then thanks again to Ibrahim if he's tuned in tonight. I had a great time. I always have a great time. And it was great. We were talking. There he is. That is the look of Ibrahim, or the masked Giant fan, when Walker comes into a game.
Yeah, I already brought it up earlier. I talked about it.
I love
That
it.
was great.
I snapped that shot. I said, "Oh, that looks great. That's got to be a future video for us." There you go.
That was perfect. But yeah, it was so much fun, man. It was a fun day, especially when they win. Look, when you get a win out of that, it's even better.
No disrespect, Eric, but tonight was even better.
Oh, I bet.
Wow.
And I can see why. You know, when it's 0, because the Giants, they scored 3 runs right away. Boom. Yesterday's game, right?
Did you go live in the 7th tonight?
Yeah, I did. Yep.
I saw something pop on my. That's how I got. And I texted you, and it was like the 8th
inning,
9th. You couldn't have gone on long before the crack of the bat, then.
No, I was on barely. Matter of fact, I came on. No, that's when it came on. It was the runners were on 2nd and 3rd, right? And there was 1 out. And I was like, here comes Bailey. And I was like, oh, here we go. And I was doing the count. And then all of a sudden, he hits it. And off in the left-hand corner, you know how it has that little map? Where remember when I said it's a rumble where you saw all the players and everything? I saw the ball going. You could see it traveling. And I'm like, oh, it's going. It's going. And then I made a, I don't even remember what I said. But I think there's a holy shit in there somewhere. And yeah, it was awesome, dude.
I thought you were heading to McDonald's. Did you see my comment? I was in the ballpark going, Eric's like, I'm loving it. I'm loving it.
Yeah, that was awesome, dude.
See, look, guys, I don't know, but I'm looking at Lou and Eric. Eric's looking at Lou and me, and Lou's looking at the 2 clowns up top. But look at us tonight. What a difference.
Yeah. It's fun, man.
What a difference when you win. Huh?
Flavor of the week. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll take it.
I'll tell you what, it's more than it. It's more than even just the win. It's the type of baseball that the Giants are playing right now. That's what's
who we're beating.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Come on. If you're going to go out there and win 5 of 6, you're doing something right. And that means that's good thing. Look, in the bigger scheme of things, does it mean that the Giants are going to, do something? No, it doesn't. Could it? Yeah, maybe. We don't know. But I just like the type of baseball that the Giants are playing right now. And no one can sit there and argue with that. Come on. And look, it was getting depressing there, Glenn, because remember, at the bottom of the 6th, the Giants had 2 men on, right? You had Devers and Chapman out there at 2nd and 3rd base. Schmidt comes up, and he was not seeing Shohei. And he struck out. Oh, that pitch was like in the other batter's box. And I'm like, oh.
The only excitement. Dude, so I told you I didn't pick my own ticket today. And in all due respect, so I sat where the ticket was given to me by a fan of the show. The Schmidt home run. Oh, it was Dude, I was right there. I literally could have reached out and grabbed the ball. He almost went yards down the foul pole.
Yeah, I saw that down the left field.
But,
Yeah, I saw.
But in the same respect, we're that close. It was fifth or sixth inning. Bailey came up with a runner and scored. There was runners on.
Yeah.
And I went, and sure enough, he grounded out. So,
yeah. But hey, late in the game, 8th inning, man, he came up and he came through.
One swing of the bat can change the whole process, man. God, who would have thought? Now we've won the first 2 and you got Webb go. This couldn't get any better, Eric. You got Webb going tomorrow and you're up 2 in the series like this. This is amazing.
And they have they got an
opportunity. Baseball is a very strange game.
It is. All right, let's get the heck out of here, man. I've been going.
You can get out of here. I'm going to stay. Boys, want to stay in the chat for another?
Go for it, man. You guys want to finish it off?
You guys can bail. I'm going to stick around. I just got here late.
Hey, Eric, I'll stick with Glenn on one condition.
Yeah, what you got?
A little Tommy Margarita just to get me for the next 20 minutes with Glenn. I just need that.
I smell what you're stepping in. Thanks to our sponsor, Tommy's Mexican Restaurant. Again, home of the world famous Tommy Margarita, can found everywhere but Antarctica. And the food, again, the food is incredible. All right, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. Hey, appreciate you guys taking it the rest of the way through. Lou, Glenn, thank you very much. And
Eric, remember tomorrow a day game. Tomorrow a day game.
Tomorrow day game. What do you guys? Would you guys want to go live at the nighttime or after the game? Just let me know.
I'll do both.
I'd rather do it right after the game. I'll go the last couple innings if we're close to the sweep.
Well, if I don't get out of here, if I don't get out of the ballpark, I got to tell you, Eric, you could sense a little bit of it last night. Again, maybe it was the win. People were mulling about. People didn't exactly leave the stands as quickly as they did last night. And, it was wet.
Yeah.
So I apologize. Getting back. I get home. I get Lou. It takes me about 2 minutes to get over from the ballpark. If 2.5 minutes. It's getting out of the ballpark.
Oh, yeah.
Is the problem. So it was a beehive of activity.
How about we just go tomorrow at 8 then? We'll just do everything at 8.
Well, let's play it by ear. If it's another dandy like today, there's no reason why we can't do both. And I'll go both if you want. So it just takes me a bit of time to get back and join you. So let's just do that. And Eric, are you going to be up early with me tomorrow? And who's doing the morning show tomorrow?
Lou, do you want to cover it for
yeah, Lou? I can do it.
Or for myself? All right, appreciate it. Yeah,
I'll do it with Lou in the morning. We'll so we won't go too late tonight. Eric, I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, buddy. Carry the rest of the way through.
I like seeing Eric's happy.
Come on, man. Let's go tomorrow. Let's go get that sweep, baby. Come on. Let's get it done. Woo! All
right, there's happy-go-lucky Eric right there in the chat tonight. And boy, I'll tell you what. He's a different person when they win, isn't he? He's in there going ba-da-da-da-da. I'm loving it. And Lou, you got a little. You that song. Put on a happy face. You look kind of pleased tonight too.
Yeah, I'm starting to get over my cold, so
you sound much better.
Yeah, I mean my voice isn't as bad as or harsh or hoarse as it was. So, but it's one of those things. But no, yeah, let's see what we can do. And Glenn, I mean, like I said, I thought the vibe tonight, even on the watching it, was pretty special. And there's just nothing, a Giant Dodger game. I don't care what people say on the East Coast, because they had the Boston Yankee game on, and it was Yankees, of course, dominating. And I think what's better about the Giants and Dodgers right now is we're playing them tough. I still think it's the best rivalry in baseball. I know we make it a lot more, especially when we beat them here. But I think the key is, no matter what happens tomorrow, they got to play well against Miami, because you don't want to maybe lose tomorrow and then get taken 2 out of 3 against Miami, who, again, we're going to be going against their best pitchers Friday and Saturday. I'll be there Friday night. So you really want to make sure this homestand is perfect and as best you can do, because one of Tony V's things, and I said this earlier, is the Giants have not been playing good at home. We had a losing record. I think we were 3-7 at home. Now you get it going here, and we got to bring back Oracle the way it was when it was Pac Bell and SBC Park. Get that place rocking. And when they say there's 40,000, it sounds like there's 40,000. So I thought that was a big key, and again, getting the lead. It's amazing when the Giants get a lead, how much different of a ball team they are.
It's going to be important to not only win this series, Lou. Again, tomorrow, I can't emphasize how even though you've won the first 2, how tomorrow's game is of the utmost importance, because Lou, let me put it to you this way: if we are going to continue to listen to people come on this show and at the ballpark and in our day-to-day lives come at you hard and say Webb is an ace, well, here you're playing the LA Dodgers a chance to sweep. Well, go out there and prove it to me.
Because he's been all over the place all year. And I agree. And I'm sick and tired of the WBC BS, because the other pitchers that pitch in the WBC, who supposedly are just on Webb's level, they pitch great. So you got to stop using that as an excuse. Perfect indication. The Dodgers, last game of the road trip. Again, you don't know how they're feeling because they played 4 in Denver, Mile High, and then they end here. The Giants got the best of them, but I think it's important. I think just overall for the whole rest of the homestand and really for the first third of the season, you can count on, if you sweep the Dodgers, you're a team that actually can contend. If they come out tomorrow and win, then we got to see what happens in Miami. 'Cause I think it's one of those things, is the real Dodgers going to show up? They got Glasnow going tomorrow. Well, it's going to be tough. It hasn't been like the Giants have been dominating, but they're doing just enough to win. And at home, that's all that matters.
Absolutely. So we got to see what happens tomorrow. Big game. I'm going to be there. And like we just discussed, we'll probably be on after the game tomorrow. Then we're going to do a juicy, especially if we win, it'll be a saucy, juicy little show tomorrow night. Whatever. Lou, don't get me going. Whatever night tomorrow may be, it'll be a good show. How about that?
Yeah, that's all that matters.
And listen, you got good wishes coming in from Left On Base Too Often. Get better, Lou. You're sounding better, which is really good.
My voice isn't as harsh.
Yeah,
it was. Sometimes that happens when you sleep a good 8-9 hours and you're taking all this crap in you.
You were not only you sounding better. I knew you got your beauty sleep. You're looking good tonight too. How about that? Hey, there's one other thing here I wanted to mention. So this guy has asked me about 5 times, so I better address it. Glenn, so are you happy with Bailey now? No. Bailey is still one of the worst catchers, in my opinion, to have behind the dish on a regular basis because of that bat. One swing of the bat is not your freaking career. Geez, they won tonight. Enjoy it, I said. But am I happy? And Lou, correct me if now I'm going to see, Eric's gone. The chat gets me wound up. And it's got to be about Bailey, Lou. Bailey gets in behind the dish. You're watching on the television, Lou. I'm watching the big scoreboard. He burns way too many of those challenges on
close.
Bush League decisions to challenge. What is he doing?
He's done that 2 nights in a row.
If he is so great, guys, at framing, he should know the strike zone and not be wasting them on pitches. How come the other guys are challenging? Remember last night, Lou, we were looking at the board?
Yeah.
And they were 1/12 of an inch off the plate. Bailey is challenging ones that are 2 balls inches off the plate. Come on.
He blew both. And the other thing, too, is he's doing it way too early. I could understand if it's a huge situation. Pick your spots. And I think, he's still learning. And I think, it's a disadvantage right now because Bailey thinks he knows the strike zone. And I think if you would have watched him last year, I think he steals a lot of strikes. But when the ABS is up, you can't steal the strike. Either it's in or you're not. And it hurt them because later on, the Giants could, if they would have had a challenge, they missed 2 strikeouts. So I agree. And the other thing too is Bailey, was the hero today, but guys, he's batting 152. He's probably going to start the next 9 out of 10 games. 152 for a catcher. Okay, as Eric said the other day, he until June didn't even get over 200. So if you're batting 152, he's probably got to go. He's got to bat what? Probably get 30 out of the next 50 at bats. Bailey is who we think he is. Occasionally he's going to get a big pop, but tomorrow he's batting left-handed again. So the homer was right-handed. He's going against a guy who's filthy. And Glasnow. So we'll see how good he is. I'm hoping he can get a hit tomorrow, but I'm expecting the usual, 0 for 3, 2 ground outs and a strike.
You know what, Dallas, if you want to call it giving him a pass tonight because his swing of the bat won the game, then, God love you. God bless you. Because Bailey in the long run, Lou, he'll hurt you more often than he helps you. I'm telling you, that's just the way it is.
I agree. And I think what Dallas said there, I think what Dallas said there is he came through tonight. So whatever he does the rest of the week is fine. And that's, again, what else are we going to do? Who else do we have? With Susak out 2 weeks, we might not see the consequences now, but when they go back on the road trip, where they go to Philly and all that. And the other thing is, here it is. Bailey had the winning homer tonight, and we're criticizing how horrible his defense was and the ABS. Okay, so, he's not, again, this year has not started off good. The pressure's really on his shoulder because Susak's out. It's not like he's throwing people out. It's not like he's stealing strikes. So, today he earned his paycheck for the week.
Yeah, well, Senior argues that point. Bailey is leading the league in stolen strikes, and you know what? I don't give 2 craps about that, Lou. Yeah. What is it about the metrics of the game now, Lou? Oh, he steals more strikes. Well, how many freaking RBIs did he have coming in tonight, Lou?
1.
I don't care. Well, he stole some strikes last night, Lou. Whoop-de freaking do.
Yeah, but he also cost the Giants today with both both challenges weren't even close.
Right.
They weren't even close.
Yeah, so if he knows, listen, you may come in, Senior, I love you. Bailey's leading the league in stolen strikes. Well, it's the other times, and he's showing it on a continual basis, Lou, where he doesn't seem to know the strike zone very well.
6 out of the last 7 runners have stolen on him. 6 out of the last 7 runners stole on him. And the one where Arias made an incredible tag was the last time he threw somebody out, or the ball would have gone into center field. So, hey, Bailey's a professional, so he did hit a big hit tonight. I agree. Mm-hmm. But you guys are making it like, oh, my God, he's like our savior. He's been horrible this year. And it was right-handed. The guy had 1 RBI, 24 games. He's probably the worst catcher in the league hitting-wise. That's probably why the Giants are still below 500. We're 11-13, guys. We're still not even 500. And, we've gone 5 out of 6. So we'll see. And, it's one of those things. You guys all praise Bailey. Is he a Golden Glove this year so far? No. Does he know how to work the ABS? No. He's had 1 big hit. And now he's got 4 RBIs in 24 games on the season.
This is a key point, too. Look, he challenged a 1-0 count with no one on base and 2 outs. Pick your poison.
You got to do it when it's like 3-2, because it cost them later in the game where it was a strike and you can't do it. It's, we're all praising how good he is. Well, obviously, he made 2 mistakes tonight. That could have cost the Giants.
Yeah.
You got it. And I think we're all learning the ABS system, but they got to use it at the right times.
Yeah, I think it's 2, Lou. You got 2. I could even see Major League Baseball going to 3, cap it at 3. But I'll tell you, as much as I am purist, it's the fact that Bailey does crap like that makes the challenge more valuable in a game. Because you use it, Lou, and you use it and lose it. You got to pick your spots. And I think Smart teams are going to learn to do it the right way.
Correct.
Anyway, the time will come. They'll talk about the same guys in here tonight, Lou, talking about how great Bailey is. They'll be in here later on, some point during the season, that some night he blows us a game in the bottom of the ninth. He drops a. You notice a lot of balls popping out of his mitt, and he's fumbling balls. He just does not seem very good to me, Lou.
He's not. Last year, he was fluid on defense. He's not fluid on defense right now. He's not throwing all the runners out. Like I said.
Would you say he got one?
He's won for his last 6.
That
was because Arias was incredible tag that got him in the back leg. He's having a problem with the exchange. That's what they're saying. Again, that's Kruk and Kipe saying, hey, sometimes it's different. Because maybe he's thinking so much of the ABS challenge. Catcher, when you're catcher, you have such a responsibility. He's trying to maybe frame it better. He's trying to steal strikes. He's trying to help the pitcher. That's what the catcher's job is. And, it's not that easy. Last year, he made it look great defensively. He's struggling now. In fact, if you noticed, you realized how good Susak was. You didn't miss Bailey behind the plate.
Lou, you bring up a very good point, don't you, pal? Yeah, how quickly this whole Bailey situation it's been like a heartbeat. One day it's up, one day it's down. Susak has a good game. It was like get his ass out of here. So I mean, you know what? This is gonna rear its ugly head again before the season's over. But I remember that play. You talked about Arias, the tag to get the
an
out.
Incredible, or it would have gone into center field.
And that just shows you the complexity. Our players are like rubber. You remember the Rubber Band Man? That was another big hit. But look, we all can't be like that. Come on,
Octopus Pretzel Man.
Best. My God, Lou, you really you nailed it on that one, didn't you? Good job to you, buddy. Good job. All right, Lou and I were talking about it early with Eric, but Lou, let's go back to you before we close out the show tonight. Give me your expectations for tomorrow with Webb pitching.
I think it's going to be a higher scoring game, not a 3-0. I think it's going to be an offense, both teams. Again, Glasnow's pitched great, but the Giants just seemed on the last couple games to be getting big hits. So I'm going to say Giants get the sweep 4-3 and win in dramatic fashion.
Okay, I'll be the prick I usually am. I'll say the Dodgers win it 7-2, and I base it purely on the statistical basis that you got this team 7 hits over 2 games. I don't care who's pitching. You can't keep a caged tiger locked up forever, Lou. You know what? Yeah. I just think that, what was it? What's the old Pearl Harbor line? You've awakened the sleeping giant. Well, let's hope they stay dormant for one more day because they're going to let loose.
Correct.
Lou.
Agreed.
Anyway, I'll be there. I'm anxious to get Lou. I'm going to be like a kid at Christmas. I'll be sleeping one peeper open. I'm like, is it time to go to the park yet? Time to go to the park
Nothing
yet?
better than a day game on a beautiful day at Oracle.
I wish you could join me tomorrow. I wish you could go.
Yeah, unfortunately, I got to work. But I'll be watching.
Yeah, I wish you could go, man. I'd have a good seat. But anyway, that's another story. Thanks to everybody who tuned in. We went a little overtime. Look at that. We got over the 2-hour mark, Lou. And I appreciate you sticking around. I was in just too good a mood. I got out of there late, trying to meander my way through the traffic. And Lou, listen, if you were going to build an Oracle Park all over again, people talk about moving the fences and this and that. You know what? And remember all the renovations they did to that ballpark this offseason that I don't even notice, to be honest with you. Could they not have put in a bigger escalator?
Well, at least
it's like a one-seater. It's like a one-seater. Everybody like single file, everybody. Come on. It takes you 10 hours to get freaking out of there between the game and getting in, getting out. I'm like, come on. Jeez, it's so slow, Lou. And then, heaven forbid, and this happens too often than not, Lou, and I know you're not up with the peasants in the third deck like me, but Bernice, how often does that freaking as we finally get to the escalator? I'm sorry, sir, it's broken down today.
That's what I was going to say. You're lucky it works.
Then I got to walk. And you know what it's like in stadiums, Lou. Any of you guys don't go to Oracle Park or any like of the major ballparks or football stadiums. Lou, what is it about getting one deck to the other when you do the ramps? You got to go 4 levels of ramps just to get down one deck.
And there's always some idiot that forgot something going the opposite way. It's one way, dude, after the game, you moron.
Oh, Lou, I'm still, speaking of morons, no offense, Abraham.
You got to love that. That's
we got some new material in here. I love it, but that's the best. Look at that. Eric, that's where Eric dipped off to when I didn't know where he went. That's Eric working the magic. All right, I'll see you probably post-game tomorrow, Lou, and tomorrow night. Yeah. I'm looking forward to talking baseball, buddy. Looking forward to talking. Sounds good. I'm fired up. How about you guys in the chat? You going to be with us tomorrow? Let's talk some more baseball. So Glenn is happy tonight. We'll see how I feel tomorrow after the show. I'm going to take my heart pill, settle down. And Lou, I don't know if I'll make it. No sodas in the house tonight.
Uh-oh.
I'm on the water, boys. That's not a good sign. Not a good sign for tomorrow. Lou, always a pleasure, buddy.
All right, buddy. Good luck and bring home the sweep.
I hope so. So tomorrow you got who was it pitching? Glasnow up against Webb. Boy, it's going to be. I think regardless, it's just going to be a great day at the ballpark. Should be a nice weather day too.
Yeah.
So looking forward to that. All right, guys, let's get out of here. Thank you so much for tuning in. Eric brought us in. I'll take you home. Thanks to Lou Marsden, Giant Sports Talk Live. Giants, Dodgers. Get out the brooms, Lou. Get out the brooms.
You've been watching Giant Sports Talk Live with Eric and Glenn, a Northern Lights Entertainment Broadcasting production.